Hello, my name is Lauren Atkins, and here's a video about 8 things that describe me as a person. So for the first thing, I have this stuffed animal tiger that I was given by my best friend from high school, Maddie. The tiger's name is also Maddie. That was one of her requests. This tiger was given to me because I had already signed to come and swim at UOP. It means a lot to me just because it shows where I came from and how I got here, and a lot of times when I see this tiger, I remember all the hard work I went through in high school and before college to get to where I am today. So the tiger means a lot to me. The next thing that means a lot, that somewhat defines me, is this little metal elephant that my grandma gave me. Basically, as a kid, my grandma was very superstitious and she was all about luck. We're a very Irish family, so elephants are very lucky when the little trunk is pointed upwards, and so she gave me this to show that the trunk is pointed upwards, and I always have it with me, like in my room somewhere, and it just is like a good luck. The next thing that really describes me is this dream catcher that my grandpa got me when I was a really little kid. I've always had it with me through high school, and then again I brought it to college with me. I believe a lot in dream catchers. I'm from New Mexico, and so the dream catcher kind of symbolizes like good energy and good vibes and good dreams, basically. And so there's been times where I go to hotels and stuff and there's not a dream catcher around, and I actually get nervous about having bad dreams. And so that the dream catcher really symbolizes a part of me because it shows that I am superstitious about that kind of stuff, and I do believe in the power of good energy and good vibes. The next thing that really describes me is my puppy. This is Brandy. She's eating right now. I got Brandy this past summer, and I actually adopted her from a lady who couldn't have the dog because her son was allergic to her. Brandy has taught me a lot about dependence and how I am responsible for her, and it's helped me grow up a lot having her, and she's a ball of energy. And so anytime I'm having a bad day and I come home and I get to see Brandy, I'm just so excited to see her because she's always happy. Nothing makes this dog sad unless she's feeling bad or sick or something, and she's never feeling sick. So she's always happy, and it just brings a smile on my face, and no matter how stressed I am or how hard my day is, I love her so much, and her energy is reflected onto me, and it's so helpful and nice. The next thing that describes me, I need to go outside for this one. Hold on just a second. The next thing that describes me is my beautiful Jeep Wrangler. I love Jeep Wranglers. This is my baby. His name is Jax. I have wanted this baby for so long. When I was in high school, I drove a small Honda Corolla or a Toyota Corolla, and I wasn't really ever happy with my car, and so having that Jeep, finally when I got a Jeep when I was a senior when I graduated, and it was a really old 1998 Jeep Wrangler, and it was manual stick shift, and I learned how to drive stick shift with it, and I took it to college with me. And then last December, for my graduation last May, my parents got me the brand new 2017 Jeep Wrangler, and I started crying when I saw it. Like, it was a big surprise last December when I came home for Christmas break, and it was sitting there on the driveway with a huge red bow on it, and it was everything I'd ever wanted. I mean, I'm not the most materialistic person, but I have a true, deep, and passionate love for my baby Jax. And last April, when I was in a Target parking lot, I was backing out of the space, and they came zooming through and actually hit like my license plate on the back, and I started crying. And literally the only damage was that I had cracked the license plate holder, and it was the easiest fix in the world, and I actually just sent it to a body shop, and it was like $100 to replace it, and the person ended up paying for it and everything. But I was crying so hard because someone had directly hit me, it felt like, because I love my Jeep so much. And it sounds kind of stupid to be in love with a car so much, but I am. It's just kind of who I am, and anybody who knows me knows how much I love my Jeep, and it's my baby, and I rarely let anybody hold it, or I mean drive it, and anybody really get in it without me. Kind of crazy about that. The next thing that really defines me is, give me 1 second to find it. My goodness. So, for the past 16 years of my life, I have considered myself a close to professional swimmer. So the next item that really describes me would be this cap. This is the cap I last wore my last race ever as a collegiate swimmer. Has my name on it. This cap, honestly, like I think about my last race ever, last February 17th, and I honestly tear up a little bit because it was one of the greatest moments of my life, and very few people understand what I'm saying when I say that when I got out of that pool, there was so many emotions of happiness, sadness, joy, excitement, pride. I mean, it's so many emotions that I just started crying, and I'm not so into cry, but it was so many emotions that were flowing through me, and like that cap, every single time I see it, it honestly brings back some of those feelings of just pure, I miss the sport, but I put in 16 years into swimming, and I deserved every second of that last race. I actually won my last race ever in the tuna backstroke at MPSF conference. That was the most exciting, it was one of the most exciting events I've ever swam swimming. And in the stands were my parents, all around me was my friends. The entire team was behind my block when I swam it, and when I got out, they all just hugged me, and it was 40 people hugging me, and it was amazing. So that's also something that defines me. And the last thing that defines me is something that it doesn't necessarily define a lot of people. It's kind of random, but it is actually on this hydro flask. But it's not the hydro flask itself, it's actually all of the stickers on it. So all the stickers I nicely put on, they're actually breweries in New Mexico, and these mean a lot to me just because I have a lot of pride in where I'm from. I am from the state of New Mexico. Most California people, I've never met someone from New Mexico, and I have a lot of pride in my state, and it defines a lot of who I am. How I grew up, how I was raised, where my family still is, where I love to go home to, where I love to go. Love every single food from there. New Mexican food is amazing. I love the culture. I love everything. But I made the decision 5 years ago to come to college in California because I wanted what was best for me, and I wanted to get as many opportunities as I could. I actually have, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, but I actually have the New Mexico Zia symbol, this symbol right there, the sort of cross-looking symbol. It is tattooed on my arm, and every single day I see it, and it's just a reminder of where I'm from, who I love, my family, everything about me. And that symbol on my arm means more to me than any of those things, except for my dog. She's amazing. She's done eating now, so she can say hi. But those are 8 things that really describe me. Say hi. Really describe me and who I am, and what kind of consumer I am, and what I really hold dear to my heart, and how I learn to buy things. Thanks for watching. Say bye-bye.